The Veterans Memorial at Bridgeland is to commemorate and to educate. It is to commemorate those of the Bridgeland community who died while serving, and to those who also served in the 5 branches of our military. It also would provide those who visit some insight of those branches and the 7 major military conflicts in which the United States has been involved. The memorial is made up of 3 segments: a nameplate monument within a visitor's automobile parking area, a centerpiece dedicated to those who served in one of the 5 military branches, and a serpentine path with monuments commemorating the 7 major military conflicts. A star dominates the centerpiece. Flying above its center would be our national flag, representing the people of the United States. Surrounding it, on each of the star's 5 points, would be the flags of the 5 branches of the armed services, signifying their mission to protect and defend those people. Accompanying the flags would be monuments commemorating those branches and those who served in them. Now let's take a walk through the centerpiece. The walkway leading to the center of the star would consist of paving blocks inscribed with the names of those who contributed to the construction of the monument. To the left, you can see the Army's flag, and at its base, the flush-mounted lights that would illuminate it at night. Just beyond the flag is the Army's monument. All of the branch monuments would be of granite, sitting on stainless steel bases containing lights for nighttime illumination. Both their backs and fronts would have the seal of the branch, its motto, and the date it was established. The backs would also have the ranks and names of those of the Bridgeland community who served in that branch, while the fronts would be reserved for the names, rank, and conflict of those who died for our nation while serving in that branch. A monument containing the Great Seal of the United States and the purpose of the centerpiece would greet the visitors upon their arrival. It too would be of granite and stainless steel like those of the branch monuments. Take a moment to read the dedication statement. We have moved to the rear of the centerpiece. To our front is one of the 4 Bridgeland-style benches that would be positioned around its perimeter. This monument, at the center rear of the centerpiece, contains the 1st and 4th stanzas of our national anthem. It is quite likely that visitors would be familiar with the 1st stanza, but probably not the 4th. Yet the words of the 4th eloquently express the essence of the United States military. After you take time to read the words, I am sure you will agree that it has a rightful place on any memorial to veterans. I hope that this short walk has provided an idea of what the centerpiece of the Veterans Memorial could be. Now let's visit the major conflict path. The path is serpentine. Visitors would be directed by markers to follow the path shown in white. It leads to the last of 4 monuments. Again, markers would lead visitors back along the path shown in blue to its beginning. Along the way, they would view all of the conflict commemoratives in the order they occurred, one on each side of the monuments. As we begin a tour of the conflict path, we see one of the before mentioned direction markers. Others would be positioned at each intersection along the path. The light pole we are approaching also contains security cameras. These poles would be strategically placed around the memorial to provide nighttime illumination and security. This is the first of the conflict monuments. All of them would be constructed of stone, similar to the Bridgeland subdivision markers, and have a granite faceplate. They would have a stainless steel base like those of the monuments on the centerpiece and contain lights to illuminate them at night. This one commemorates the Revolutionary War. Like all of the commemoratives, it has a graphic associated with the conflict. Here we have Washington crossing the Delaware. In addition to the graphic, each would have the conflict's name, the starting and ending years, the flag that flew during the conflict, along with the number of dead and wounded sustained. Some of these numbers are staggering. It would also contain a quote that is associated with the conflict. The one here is from the Declaration of Independence. Beside the commemorative would be stanchions containing a two-dimensional barcode with which visitors using their smartphones could receive additional information about the conflict. Rather than taking the time to continue our walk along the path, the following photos are presented to provide some idea of what visitors could see. This ends the presentation. The committee hopes that such a memorial would be included in Bridgeland's future.